All right, guys, Paramount Pictures has announced that they've added the voices of Johnny Knoxville from Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa and The Last Stand and Tony Shalhoub from Monk, Pain and Gain to the cast of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Knoxville will voice Leonardo, while Shalhoub will be providing the voice of Master Splinter. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will open in AMC theaters everywhere on August 8th. John, what do you think of these new additions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
You know, I'm one of these guys who I actually didn't mind the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer. And I'm not really quite sure if it's because it's good or because my expectations were so brutally low. When I was first sitting down, it was like, hey, this was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I like the design of the Turtles. I'm actually a Johnny Knoxville fan. I think he's really fun and funny when he's, I mean, his movie, The Ringer, was one of the only films I've ever walked out on in my life. But other than that, I think he can be pretty funny, a really cool personality. Tony Shalhoub, I've been a big fan of his ever since back. Remember that TV show Wings?
Yeah.
When he played like the Italian cab driver. I loved him in Galaxy Quest. He might have been the funniest dude in Galaxy Quest. I love this guy. I hate this news. This is awful. You know why it's awful? Well, for a couple reasons. I can live with going with you know, a white dude as Shredder.
Ooh.
I can live with that if you're altering the story to whatever. Okay, fine. As long as he's still devious, super intelligent, big badass. As long as he's all those things. Make him whatever you want to make him. I can live with it. Not my choice, not my preference. I can live with it. But one of the reasons why I wasn't so put off by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer is because it seemed, and we talked about this, it seemed like it was going to be a little bit of a hybrid of the really popular, ridiculously stupid cowabunga, skateboarding, let's get some pizza dudes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is the original black and white comics, which are so freaking badass and so cool. And the trailer felt like it was going to be a little bit of a mixture of the two. Tony Shalhoub as the voice of Splinter? Is he going to be talking like some kind of crazy, neurotic New Yorker? And then Johnny Knoxville as, and I'm a fan of Knoxville, but now seeing he's going to be voicing one of the Turtles, that's just like, oh, it's going to be more just really stupid ridiculousness, and it completely turns me off. Look, obviously, we don't know until we see some footage with their voices. That could change everything, granted. But just knowing the information that we have completely turns me off. Dennis, what do you think?
Well, as also a fan of the original comic book, that's why I have a problem with the White Shredder, because the Shredder in the comic book was a badass, you know, ninjutsu master. But in terms of the casting of these voices, one, I'm surprised that they didn't cast it earlier. You know, it's kind of, they've already, you know, they're probably working on post. I thought they might have had an idea of who they wanted beforehand. With the Johnny Knoxville, yeah, I'm not a fan of that one, because Leonardo's the leader. And Johnny Knoxville hasn't played any type of leadership like role in any of the movies. He's usually the sidekick, the funny comedic sidekick. I actually do like the Tony Shalhoub casting though, because I've seen him do some serious roles before. He played I forgot, like an agent in the movie The Siege a long time ago in like the 90s.
That, yeah.
And I thought, okay, this guy can do dramatic roles. So I think he can come off as a wise ninja master as Splinter. So for me, I buy the Tony Shalhoub. I'm not so sure about the Johnny Knoxville.
Jermaine?
I'm with you a little bit. Yeah, Leonardo is he's the leader. He's the focus guy. He's the you know, the grounding. Knoxville has the weird, like, goofy voice. So are we going with a goofy Leonardo? That sort of is against everything we know about the Turtles. Granted, he's done serious stuff before. He could definitely, you know, put on a serious voice. That would work. But that just gives me a little pause of what has Leib's been doing here. Plus, the Turtles are the stars here. I don't care who's in the suit. I don't care who the voice is. The stars are Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Leonardo.
Right, yeah.
Why even cast a voice actor that people have heard of? You know, it's just going to give more controversy to a movie that doesn't need any more controversy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think that's the weird thing. It's like nobody's going to go see this movie because Knoxville's in it. Nobody's going to see this movie because Shalhoub is in it. Why even do it? That's my big problem.
You know, and I feel very naive because you're right. The stars are the Turtles themselves. So I've always kind of been under this very obviously naive belief that these guys they've had actually in the physical bodysuits of the Turtles, I just assumed they were going to do the voices too.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter who's doing the voices of these guys. And you're right. Why create controversy where you don't need it? And that's all this has done. So Odd.
Did you see the fan fix of the turtles? There's like been a image.
Yes, those images of
where they
what
put the head or the face much like the
They redid the nose to sort of make
actually-
it look more like the original Turtles. Yeah.
the original comic book and the cartoon.
Yeah.
I actually think it looks a lot better.
It looks so much better, but the difference being, I think they wanted a little bit more of a human look here.
Yeah.
That's why you get the nostrils, but it's creepy. I said in an article
Yeah.
I wrote, it looks like Michael Jackson after plastic surgery.
A cross with Michael Jackson and Shrek.
Yes.
I mean, it does. And well, I could actually, I was okay with the look. I was okay with it. Now, would I have preferred the new look that we see from the fan-made art?
Yeah.
Yes, but I can live with that look. But oh gosh, every time I feel like I'm getting a little bit of positive vibes from this film, they smack me in the face with more harsh reality that this is. Oh, they're doing so many things wrong here.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.